What's wrong with you? Can't even spare a hello to Auntie Uruka when she shows up right before your eyes. What's your problem? So rude, the younger generation these days. So rude. You know what? I'm gonna go back. You don't deserve my presence. You don't deserve my presence at all. Why should I show up when you don't even bother to do the bare minimum? Why should I be here when you don't even bother to do the very bare minimum of what is asked of you? Mommy, auntie. How dare you? You dare even call me the wrong name. I'll have you know that my name is Auntie Uruka. Yes, that is my full legal name. But I am also your auntie. I am the mother of ABG Uruka. And you might have heard that I am not so happy with your actions. I've heard what you've been doing with my daughter. I am not happy about it at all. Miss Auntie Uruka, that is indeed me. Osas, thank you for the super chat. Why is my music gone? I cannot retain my aura without my music. Thank you. Whoa mama. Humana, bazoing. Aruga. Woof 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 woof. Woof 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 hubba hubba. Thank you very much for the super chat with the very insightful knowledge, Osas. Keep at it and you might get accepted into the top 500 universities of the country. I believe in you. I'm folding so damn hard, call me origami style. I don't know what that is, but I appreciate it. I would appreciate if you didn't use such uncouth wording. Whatever happened to respect your elders? The youth these days, always spouting nonsense, always screaming about the skibbities and the 6-7s. What is wrong with you? What has our generation done to fail you? Oh no, this Oba-san is holding osmanthus soup behind her back. I am, how did you know? And if you be a good boy, I might even feed it to you. Good evening, Auntie Uruka. It is an honor to be graced with your presence on this fine night. Thank you. Thank you. Now where were those manners when I first came? Where were those manners when I first came out? That is how a young man should conduct himself. Or perhaps an old man. I can't really tell. Your face is a little ambiguous. It's goon time, fellas. The only goon I am aware of are the goons that the gang leaders have by their sides. No, we are not supposed to talk about gangs. That is uncouth. We do not join gangs. We do not talk about gangs. That does not happen. Auntie sorry, auntie sorry, auntie sorry, auntie sorry, auntie sorry. I'm not reading all that. Please expand your vocabulary before you decide to speak with me again. I'm folding harder than a lawn chair. I think you should go to the doctor. I can recommend a very good chiropractor. They can even do the ancient art of acupuncture that might help you with the ailments you are suffering. Auntie Uruka, why are you still single at 42 years old? They say freedom is the way to live life, and that is how I live. Judge me not. I choose my own life above everyone else's. Other than my daughter's, which is why I'm here to talk to you today. Mad Borb, thank you very much for becoming a member. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi Auntie, are you single? Asking for someone, me. My relationship status is irrelevant to the conversation we are having today. But yes, indeed I am single. I am single, but I am not ready to mingle. I am not here to mingle, nor do I want to mingle. But yes, I am single. Wait, if you're auntie and we're unc, aren't we siblings? That would make you onesan. I am auntie and you are unc, however we are not related. Not every aunt and uncle in the world are related to each other. I hope you understand. Thank you. Just playing around. I have my own life priorities that do not revolve around a relationship or romance or sex. Believe it or not, a bear woman is free to live her life her own way. I was thinking of the proper words to say. I apologize for my latency in my initial greeting. As a young man, you should always have your words prepared before you meet the person. You have been standing here for how long and you did not prepare the correct words to speak to your elder bear? What are they teaching you? What are they teaching you? No manners at all. What a strong, independent woman. Exactly. Exactly. However, I fear that I have taught my daughter too little of my morals and ethics, and it would seem that she has strayed from our family values. Unfortunately, that includes having a conversation with you about the things that you are partaking in with her. Now, I understand that you may be a nice young man, or a nice old man, or a nice middle-aged man. But I cannot have you distracting my daughter, Auntie Uruka, from what is rightfully her way of life. She was meant to be a medical practitioner. Whether she knows it or not, she wants to be a medical practitioner, and she will be a medical practitioner. I've been observing her in recent times, and it would seem that she is getting distracted by a certain someone. By a certain naughty boy. You don't know it yet, but I am the father of your grandchildren. We already eloped with Auntie Uruka. And that is how I know you're lying, because I track her every location. She doesn't know it, but I know where she is at all times. I have a chip installed in her neck that sends me the GPS signal of her location 24/7. Well, Auntie Uruka didn't tell me she had a sister. I am not her sister, I am her mother. I am flattered that you think I could be her sister, but I am her mother. I understand that I look very young and I look very beautiful, and I am very objectively attractive and desirable to most of the male species. However, I am not on the market, and I am older than you think.您好您好很好您好阿姨您看起来好年轻啊哇多谢多谢这样子才有礼貌这样子才有礼貌 There are the manners that you were forgetting before. Thank you. That is how you speak to someone. That is how you speak to someone older than you. Hi, Auntie, did your knees explode? Yes, actually. I no longer have any knees. If I show you more than this, I have no knees underneath. My knees did explode. But not because of my age. But because they were just too They were two knees for my knees. Hello, Auntie. Can you pass on the message to Uruka? Thank you for the late birthday wish. Why should I pass on a message to my niece? I am in the middle of a conversation with you. Why are we bringing up my niece? Stop trying to change the conversation. Stop trying to change the topic. They were the bee's knees, exactly. They were the bee's knees, and they were not strong enough. They were not strong enough to withstand a bear, because I am not a bee. I cannot function with bee's knees, so they exploded. You must be a timeless treasure, Auntie, because you've clearly been collecting hearts for ages. You're like fine wine aged to perfection. I won't deny that I have broken many a heart and caused many people to be attracted to me. However, that doesn't mean I will accept anyone's affection. I already have an object of affection, and that is my daughter. She is my focus, along with my career, and my dignity and self-importance. Auntie Uruka, we are a D+ student. Does that give us your blessing? No, it doesn't. It does not give you my blessing. In fact, it makes me want to spank you right here, right now. What do you mean you're a D+ student? I am not your mother, but I can be. If you're gonna interact with my daughter at all, I will whip you into shape. If you don't want to cut contact with her, I will whip you into shape, whether you like it or not, because I will not have my only daughter, Auntie Uruka, interact with someone who gets D+. That is not a letter that should ever appear in a report card. Ever. Even in the surrounding words, it is not allowed. Never. The word D is not allowed around my daughter. Word, not word. The letter D is not allowed around my daughter. Your stupidness is infecting my way of speech at the current moment. I can feel my brainwaves connecting with yours, and it is not good. It is not good. I am losing my intelligence being in your presence. No worries, you're not really my type anyways. I'm into BL men. Well, you know, I am not one to judge. If you are gay, then you are gay. I am not one to judge. You may be gay if you are gay. If you are not gay, then you're not gay. Who am I to say what you are? That still does not give you the permission to spend time with my daughter if you are a D+ student. You may have all the letters of the alphabet in your identity, and I still will not let you near my daughter if you are a D+ student. No Ds are allowed, ever. The beauty runs in the family, ma'am. You've raised a wonderful daughter that has changed my life for the better. She may have changed your life for the better, however, I think you are changing her life for the worse. Which is why I'm here. With a belt. If you don't promise to get yourself into shape, then I will. I will forcefully do it myself. I appreciate your compliment, however, it falls on deaf ears. Hi, Auntie Uruka. Can you pass my number to yourself? The only reason why I would accept your number is for you to give me timely reports of your grades, as well as your behavior, as well as your location at all times. If I see you and my daughter at the same pinpoint on my location tracking map, anytime past 9 p.m., I am coming over there. And I don't care if the door is locked, I am busting the door open. Auntie Uruka, I have prepared tea for your enjoyment. Please have a cup when you feel ready. I appreciate the thought. It is the thought that counts. I will take a sip, just to be polite. However, I do not quite want your brewed tea. I don't think you would have brewed it correctly. I would prefer my own tea. Thank you very much. Is that a promise to whip us into shape? Within reason. Again, I am not your mother. I am not your mother. I am Auntie Uruka. You may refer to me as Auntie Uruka because that is my legal name. I am here to whip you into shape within reason. But that is only if you are willing to be whipped into shape. If I do not see your improvement, I have no desire to keep whipping you into shape. And I will instead send you to the other side of the world to experience humility. Wise men say, bare thighs hot, bare thighs hotter. I'm not quite sure what you want to gain from that statement. I am not quite sure I understand what you seek to gain from that statement. However, I do have thighs. I may not have knees, but I do have thighs. You are not supposed to be looking at them. I know your type. I know what you're obsessed with. I know what situation your brain has devolved into. And I'm not here to entertain those kind of thoughts. However, I cannot help that this is my daily attire. It is not my fault that I am so hot. There are 25 letters in my alphabet. I'm missing you. No, you are not missing you. You are missing the A+ that should be on your report card. Even a B would be better. Auntie's presence abolish all my hatred towards. Redacted for my own safety. Sincerely, Southeast Asian lad. I am very glad that I am able to abolish your hatred towards whatever it is you're hating. I'm not sure why I have such power. But I'm glad, I suppose. I'm not sure if I want to know. But thank you very much. I'm glad that I have that effect on you. However, I am just here to tell you that you better get your act together, young man. Lest I beat it into you. Metaphorically, of course. I will not actually beat it into you. Just lightly. Onto you. Very lightly. God, please have mercy. You cannot knowingly do wrong and beg God for mercy. God only listens if you believe that He can give you mercy. Do you believe? The bear god is watching from the bare heavens up above, and the bear god is SMHing their head. The bear god may listen to your pleas, but the bear god will also notice that you've been staring at my thighs. The bear god will also notice what you've been doing with my daughter past 9 p.m. on weekdays, mind you. Not that it is okay on weekends either, but especially on weekdays. On school nights, being in proximity with my daughter past 9 p.m., the bear god knows, as do I, that you have been doing very uncouth things. Very unladylike and ungentlemanly behavior. Auntie Uruka, if you are in need of a younger man to take care of the cooking and cleaning, a house husband while you're at work, I am available. If you do not require payment for your services, I will gladly hire you. You can cook and clean as a house husband as reparations for what you've already corrupted my daughter with. As such, you are not allowed to see her other than in the bright and early morning when she does not have class. You are not allowed to see her past dark. You are not allowed to touch her within any capacity. I don't even want to see her. Then why have you been seeing her? Why, I ask. Why have you been seeing her? You claim to not want to see her. Yet I see that you've been together in the recent few days, and even beforehand. I will say that it is partially my job as a parent to be monitoring my own daughter, and I admit that I have not been monitoring her far enough. It would seem that your interactions trace back past even a whole entire year, and I do take that responsibility into my own hands. But now that you are already in her life, unfortunately, I cannot force you to leave it. I am not a tiger mom, I'm a bear mom. What if your daughter is a VTuber like your niece? As long as my daughter maintains her grades and her studies and continues to go to med school, specifically at a top medical university, and becomes a doctor, I have no reason to bar her from her hobbies, as long as they are not doing her any harm, as long as they are morally and ethically correct. Being a VTuber is not an issue. If she starts making an only bears, however, then we have a problem. As my other niece does. Not a good influence, that one either. Not a good influence. It's just a struggle snuggle. No need to get overprotective on your daughter. I am very overprotective of her because she is my only daughter. Yes, we blue bears can choose to reproduce whenever we want, but that's a lot of responsibility. And unlike some blue bears, I don't want to pump out a bunch of children and not know any of them. So I decided to only have one. She is my entire life, other than my own life. So I am very protective of her. I hope you understand. She is my only daughter. And yes, I can make more, but I don't want to. I have too much of my own life to figure out. I do not need more children. I'll make we're still together early in the morning, Auntie, I promise it. Lots of mornings, hopefully. Incorrect behavior. Get over incorrect behavior. Does it hurt yet? Do I need to do another one? Incorrect behavior. You are only allowed to be with her in the morning. You are not allowed to be with her at all at nighttime. From 9 p.m. From 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., you are not allowed within her vicinity. Only daughter, let me help you make a few more. No, I don't need your help. Blue bears can engage in asexual reproduction. I don't need anyone's help. How do you think Auntie Uruka was born? I don't need anyone's help. I'm a strong, independent bear. I don't need help with anything, not even creating children. I find your protectiveness and love for your daughter endearing. Thank you. I appreciate your sentiments. And I hope you understand this is why I would like you to increase your grades, improve your studies, improve yourself as a human being before you engage further with my, once again, only daughter. You're truly charming. I have to head out for work now, but I hope we can enjoy a mature dinner with some Chipotle later. TYL? What does TYL mean? What is all this newfangled abbreviation and slang? I'm unsure of what that means. You do not get to dictate when you leave from this conversation. I do. However, if you have work, I understand. You cannot be late for work. Punctuality is a virtue. I will not be the reason that you are late to work. Please go to work. So you're saying we have a chance with your daughter then? I thought you have already declared that you are gay. Did you not already declare that you are gay? Don't worry, ChatGPT is helping me improve my grades. Incorrect behavior. Incorrect behavior. You should not be relying on a machine for your own intellect. You should not be relying on a computer to give you the answers that you have in your own brain, or you should have in your own brain. It really is those phones. It really is that damn phone. Excuse my language, but it really is that dang phone. You may not use ChatGPT. You will have learned nothing in the course of your time in school, and you will be unemployed. My daughter will not be around an unemployed bum. Get your grades up. My daughter is a future doctor. I will not allow you around her if you're going to be using ChatGPT for your assignments. Plans for Lunar New Year. Well, that is off topic. But for Lunar New Year, we are going to have an extravagant feast. We're going to have an extravagant Blue Bear Fujikura family dinner, with some people excluded. And we are going to be passing out red envelopes and saying auspicious phrases and making dumplings. Auntie, sorry. Auntie, sorry. No need for you to be sorry. That is my full legal name. Auntie Uruka is my legal name. There's no need for you to apologize for saying my legal name. Yes, I am an auntie. That is also my actual name. Gongxi Fa Cai Bear. It is not the correct time to be saying such things yet. However, I would appreciate it if you do say that to me once it is time. I can leave her alone if you keep me company. Are you perhaps... Excuse me. Are you perhaps hitting on me? Are you perhaps hitting on me? I find that rather repulsive, considering that you're trying to get with my daughter. I find that rather repulsive, And that makes you lesser in my eyes. If you're not going to be loyal to my daughter, and even going to be flirting with her mother, what kind of person does that make you? What kind of person does that make you? I'm curious why you think that's okay. Why do you think I would let that slide? What if I'm already unemployed? Also, I use grok because I am an intellectual. An unemployed intellectual. By the way, your niece said you might lend me $20. If you're already unemployed, that is because you are in school, correct? It is not called unemployed unless you are actively seeking a job and do not have a job. If you do not have a job and are not actively seeking one, that is not legally unemployment. That's just called being a bum. If my niece said that I might lend you $20, it means that I would only give you $20 if you give me $20 first. So, she is partially correct. If you give me $20, I might give you $20. I'm not young enough for your daughter, Auntie Uruka. On another hand, dinner this weekend. Do you realize? Do you know how old I am? Do you know that blue bears age at a different rate than humans? Did you know that? The blue bear lifespan is a lot longer than the average Earth human. I'll have you know that I am probably much older than you think. I'll have you know. I may have a very young and spry appearance, but I am almost positively older than you think I am. That's the whole point, Auntie. I don't know if it was ever my life's goal to be a cougar. I am a blue bear after all. Does Uruka know we're having this forbidden rendezvous? This is not a forbidden rendezvous. What do you think we're doing here? Why do you think this is a forbidden rendezvous? I called you here for a stern talking to, and that's it. No ulterior motive. If you had an ulterior motive, then I would slap you across the face, which I've already done several times in the past half an hour. Also, do you have a fire son? A fire son? Like a black sheep or black bear of the family who you're too ashamed of to even mention? Let me know. I do not have a son. My only child is Auntie Uruka. Yes, there are men in the Fujikura family. Not everyone is asexually reproduced. There are men in the Fujikura family. However, I'm not sure if I want to introduce them to you. I'm not sure if that would be wise. I also don't know if they are gay. I don't think I want to introduce the men in my family to someone with the intention of dating if I am not sure of their sexuality. We can change that. I don't know how I feel about indirectly turning family members' sexualities into a different one, and I don't think it works like that either. I am looking not respectfully in the slightest. In fact, I am drooling violently, Auntie. Maybe you are hungry. Are you perhaps starving yourself because you are a student without a job? Perhaps you are hungry. You better not be leeching off of my daughter's money. I know that she is kind-hearted, and I know it is kind to pay it forward. However, there is difference between being kind and being taken advantage of. You better not be taking advantage of my daughter and her finances. Starving and looking at a full meal, I find that quite a disrespectful thing to say. Do not refer to me as a meal ever. That is very disrespectful. Bro, she been taking all our nut bakery donuts. I already told her that she should not be indulging in so many sweets. I will make a note to have a chat with her later on. She should not be ingesting this much sugar. It is not good for you. The amount of boba that she buys as well, it cannot be good for her body. Especially if she wants to have a healthy lifestyle so she can be a doctor one day. Which she will be. I know she will be. Oh no, what are you gonna do? Slap us? No. Well, I could drag you along the street by a body part, but I don't think you would like that very much. I don't want to ruin your dignity. But if I have to, if I must, I will. Nothing healthy about Uruka. I am not speaking of my niece. My niece has her own... I have other thoughts about my niece, but she is not my concern. Compared to you, she is doing relatively well. I don't have qualms with my daughter interacting with her, but I do have thoughts on her. She's a good girl, if not a little strange. But my daughter, ABG Uruka, is a different thing. She's a very kind girl, but she has found her ways into some very uncouth and unsightly things. I understand that as a girl her age, she has interests. I cannot deny that it is something that all bears and humans go through. But one must learn that there is a line to be drawn. There is a line to be drawn, especially as an esteemed member of the Fujikura family. There are things that can and cannot be done with our name attached to you. How rich and famous should I be to be accepted in your family? I would make it my life goal. You don't need to be incredibly rich or incredibly famous. All you need to do is be a good person and do well for yourself so that you don't need to rely on anyone else. That is all that we ask. It is a complicated relationship. She fill us up in the day to drain us dry at night. And this is exactly what I speak of. Number one, it is incredibly uncouth to be speaking of such things, especially to me, your elder and my daughter's mother. Number two, I don't like the fact that she is engaging in such things. Again, I understand that there is a need, but I don't like it. And there is something to be said about boundaries. I don't want to be speaking of that with you. I do not want to be speaking of that in any specific manner with you. It is uncouth. Uncouth and unsightly FYI, I'm the uncouth and unsavory thing. If you self-proclaim that, please get your ass away from her. Please get yourself away from her. If that is how you conduct yourself and your behavior, you are not worthy of being any part of this family. Auntie Uruka spanked Uruka with great rage, and now she's recovering from it. Auntie stole her setup and everything. I have done no such thing to my niece. I have never done such thing to my niece. She is not my daughter. I do not have any say in what she does. I do not have power over her. I can only give her advice and hope she chooses well for herself. I do not have the power to do that because I am not her mother. Deal away from the ABG, closer to Auntie Uruka. Not sure that I'm liking the way that you're looking at me right now. I am a little uncomfortable with your gaze at the moment. It's looking uncomfortable. I'm not sure I quite want to be here. However, I must sternly tell you the facts. You are not worthy of my daughter as you currently are. Did you hear me that time? I'll say it again. You are not worthy of my daughter as you currently are. You either agree to fix yourself or walk. Walk away. ABG Uruka, I beg of you to be here. ABG Uruka is currently in class as she should be. I check my tracker. Yes, she is in class as she should be right now. She cannot come to save you. Nor should she, because this is not a her problem. I'm going to have a separate talk with her. I am going to have a separate talk with her. You and I are having a different conversation. So for other less important girls, we might be okay. But for your daughter, not your daughter, we are unworthy. Okay, this checks out. I don't have any sort of authority over any other girl other than my daughter. I don't have a say in what you do because the only thing that is relating you to me is my daughter. If you were relating yourself to a different girl, none of my problem at all. Get as many D pluses as you want. Get as many D pluses as you want, not my problem. Why is she in class if there's a festival going on behind you? That is not a festival. That is just how this particular city is. This is not a festival. That's just how this area looks all the time. Auntie, I think your tracker's wrong. I saw ABG Uruka skipping class today. My tracker cannot be wrong because it is physically implanted in the back of her neck. So good try. Nice try trying to lie to me, huh? Nice try. That's another strike on your record. She has classes at night? Is that unheard of? When I was a student, I had classes at night. Is the youth so lazy these days that you cannot even go to class at nighttime? The night is still an hour of the day, is it not? If you can be productive with your time of day, then why not be productive? What if she biopsied it out of her neck? I would be alerted if she took it out. She does not know that I have a tracker on her. I would be alerted if she did remove it, and she is unaware of the tracker. Hey yo, I'm talking about energy for our nightly study sessions. You should too having weird Alabama dreams about your daughter. First of all, please take an English class. I did not understand your sentence. It would seem that you require more education. Second of all, if you need help studying and you would like nightly study sessions, I am not here to do that. I am not your tutor. If you need one, hire one. I am not spending my precious time to tutor my daughter's bum-ass friend. Auntie Uruka, I saw a hickey on ABG Uruka's neck. You probably need to get a new tracker chip for her. They really did a number there. Just because I have a tracker on her does not mean that I constantly monitor. And just because I constantly monitor doesn't mean I am telling her that I know where she is. Then she would know that I have a tracker on her, wouldn't she? I am aware that she goes to some people's rooms at nighttime that are not hers. I am aware. And I am not here to completely police her life. But once it starts cutting into her own life and her own goals and her own academics and career, then it starts to become an issue. It also starts to become an issue if there are too many places that she's going to at night. I keep track of the amount of places that she's been in recent times. I would have a talk with her if I saw her at a different person's place every single night for a month. Again, I am not a tiger mom, but I am a bear mom. I am overprotective, but I am not a helicopter parent. Wait, if you're Auntie Uruka, which bear is your daughter? ABG Uruka? Sister Uruka? Don't tell me. You're Rachel, Mom. Who is Rachel? Who is Rachel? I don't think we have a Rachel. Excuse me, I thought I was going to burp. However, I did not need to burp. It went away. There may be a Rachel. The family is very large. But I don't think you would know of the Rachel because she is quite irrelevant in this family. My daughter is ABG Uruka. My daughter is ABG Uruka. She's a very sweet girl. And she gets good grades, and her behavior is relatively that of a good girl. But I recognize that she is entering the years of adulthood. And that comes with certain things that parents don't want to think about. I am only here to guide her, and to prevent her from spending time with suspicious people. Including yourself. Then why are we talking? Because I have noticed that in the past year and a half, that you and her have been getting closer in your relationship. And I have observed the decline in her motivation from spending time with you. And that's a problem. Now, I don't want to completely make you, force you to leave her. I will if I have to. But at this current point in time, I don't think you are worthy of her. How many of her prospective suitors have you disappeared? I have not disappeared any prospective suitors. Most of the time, her prospective suitors disappear on their own. I usually don't need to step in. Usually she figures out that they're not for her on her own, and she breaks up with them herself. But I suppose there is something about you that she enjoys. I don't know what it is myself. I could not figure out what it is myself. But I suppose there is a certain charm to you that only she sees and no one else in the world. Because I could not possibly understand what she wants from this. Breaks up with them on a nightly basis? No. My daughter does not engage in constant one-night stands that I am aware of. She is not like my other niece, who I will not name. Rachel was a few years ago, Auntie Uruka. You might owe her some red envelopes. Seems like you forgot about her for a few years. It is quite possible that there is a Rachel in the Fujikura family. However, if she is so irrelevant that I do not remember her, then I do not need to give her red envelopes. This family is too large to be giving everyone red envelopes. Auntie Uruka, I keep seeing fireworks. Auntie Uruka, I keep seeing fireworks because your radiating beauty is bringing a spark into my life. Your words bore me. I appreciate the flattery, but your words bore me. I don't need this flattery from you. I am very aware of how desirable I am. No amount of sweet talk could get you out of this. She keeps her youthful look, but dents her brain. My brain is very undented, thank you very much. I get a brain scan very regularly to maintain my tip-top shape of intelligence. Only the best for one of the top of the Fujikura family of blue bears. Good, maybe you'll allow me to see Uruka so I won't bore you. No one's stopping you from seeing Uruka. Again, I have no say over what my niece does. I am talking about my daughter, Abiji Uruka. They are different people, and if you cannot recognize that they are different people, then you do not deserve to be talking to either of them. Why are you all Uruka? Let's just say that there is a tradition in the Fujikura family. There is a tradition in the Fujikura family that all the blue bears that are born that look like us. What the hell? Random Windows notification sound in my Bluetooth earbud. Anyways, all of the blue bears that look like us must have Uruka in the name. You may have been wondering, why do all the cousins and stuff look the same or very similar? Well, there is a certain line of the Fujikura blue bears that all end up looking the same. Some of them. And the ones that do are the ones that are named Uruka. Now, my niece Fujikura Uruka is in the main branch of the family, which is why she gets the name itself. However, the rest of us are on the side branches of the family, so we have permutations of the name Uruka. It turns out that the main branch of the Fujikura family, Fujikura Uruka, doesn't even want to be part of the Fujikura family. And she ran away to Earth. So be it. You keep referring to your daughter as ABG. Is that for our convenience, or did you really name your only daughter ABG? Her name is ABG Uruka. Legally, her name is ABG Uruka. But it did not stand for what you think it did when she was first born. It is just a naming convention. Like how you may ask my parents why my name is Auntie Uruka. Perhaps because they knew I would be an aunt, as I was born on a side branch of the Fujikura family. So it's like royalty then, Henry I, Henry II, Henry III, etc. See, I do well in history. Very similar, yes. Very similar. The Ebiji Uruka, Auntie Uruka, Uruka, Nan Uruka, Uruka, Fitruka. There's other ones as well, but they're blanking in my head. And Rebecca. Well, Rebecca was not always known as Rebecca, but Rebecca has been disowned from the Fujikura family, effectively on paper. Now, some of the cousins still speak with her because they are of the new generation, and they do not care for our family traditions. And on the one hand, I do respect them for that. On the other hand, I am a traditional woman. Her name was not originally Rebecca. She named herself Rebecca after disowning herself from the family. Poor Rebecca? No, not poor Rebecca. She did this to herself. She was warned. She was warned that her unruly behavior would lead to this. And it's not like it really means anything. She's just not invited to our family functions, which barely happen anyways. It's just a formality. It's just a formality that her and her future children will not be named as part of the Fujikura family, which only really maintains its importance on Fae's world anyways, in the Blue Bear clan. The bear world of the Blue Bear clan. So if she's on Earth anyways, it really doesn't mean anything. Disowned. Technically speaking, Fujikura Uruka is effectively disowned as well, but just not yet on paper, because the family of the main branch is still holding out hope that she will return. Where is the bear tender? Is she safe? Is she alright? The bear tender is perfectly fine. The bear tender is perfectly fine. The bear tender is very neutral. She is also my niece. I like her. She's a good one. What is happening? I'm just explaining to you the traditional functions of the Fujikura family. Everything that I say about disowning and disownment are very formal traditional things. What the actual family members really feel is a completely different story. She brought dishonor to the family. Rebecca brought dishonor to the family. Fujikura Uruka somewhat dishonored the family, but not to the extent of Rebecca. Of course you like her, she makes the drinks. I will admit, I do enjoy her cocktails. But that is not the reason why I like her. I just think that she's a good bear. Kuma makes the drinks though. Well, she runs a good bar. She runs a good bar. This is too much for the newcomer. Our family tree is very convoluted, and the Fujikura family traditions are very convoluted. In the modern day and age, a lot of it doesn't really matter, and a lot of it is just tradition for the sake of tradition. So don't take anything to heart. Don't take the word disowned too heavily in the Fujikura family. At the end of the day, Rebecca and Uruka still interact with a lot of members of the family, as you might know and have seen. So it's just tradition for the sake of tradition. I'm starting to think you never watched Mulan or Lilo and Stitch, you poor thing. Of course I have. On my studies of Earth, those were some of the primary sources. Of course I've watched them. But I do not make the rules. In fact, I have quite little power in the family of the Fujikuras. I have quite little power. In fact, as a member of the side branch of the family, I'm probably one of the most powerful side branch members. It took a lot of work for me to get here, which is why I want my daughter to uphold our side of the family. Do you understand now? There is a lot at stake here, beyond your little fling and what your little teenage romance entails. There are many things at stake, including several hundreds of years of Blue Bear history. It's pronounced Lilo. Well, I never said I watched it recently. I never said I watched it recently. I thought we were ambiguous age-wise. Yes, but the way in which you are interacting is very teenage first love vibes. Inevitable breakup. Just the limerence, if you will. The honeymoon phase, if you will. This is turning into a TV drama with the Fujikura bloodline. Did Fujikura Uruka never mention? Of course she never did. She never really wanted to be tied to this family anyways. The youngins and their newfangled ways of thought. The youngins and their disregard for tradition. But I can't say I hate it. As a member of the side branch who has been fighting for my life this entire time, I can't say I hate it. But that doesn't mean I'm going to let my daughter fall into obscurity. Therefore, we need to whip you into shape or you need to walk. I shall return Blue Bear Clan to a glory of 1,000 years alongside Auntie Uruka, Auntie. Don't even joke. I know how little your human lifespans are. You're not even gonna make it to 100 years. Don't spout such nonsense. Don't spout such nonsense. Why are you all curvy and Uruka's flat? Are you questioning the genetics of my family? Uruka is not flat, by the way. She just prefers to flatten them. She prefers to bind them. She does not like having such obvious bosoms. If you are a powerful leader of a side branch, then who is the true leader of the family tree? The leader of the family tree are the elder bears. The true leader of the family tree at this current moment are the elder bears. That would be the great grand bears. The great grand bears of the main branch of the Fujikura house. It is beyond my generation, Uruka's generation, or even the generation above me. The lifespan of a blue bear is too long. So even though I am considered perhaps of auntie age and quite old to you, unfortunately I do not have that much power in relation to the elder bears. Can we get a family tree diagram or something? No. You may not. That is insider information. You are not allowed to have access to that information, as it can and will be used against us. Now, I hope that my explanation of our long family history has convinced you why I have needed to have this conversation, why I have needed to have this chat with you, and I hope it drills into your head the importance of my daughter not becoming a bum like you. Do you understand? You convinced us, Auntie, we gotta help keep the bear family alive. I don't think you quite understand. I am not asking you to have children with her. Quite the opposite, really. I don't think you quite understand. Yes, I'll be better for your daughter and have many kids to spread on the legacy of the Fujikura name. That is not what I mean. We're not at that point yet. I am not asking you to have children with her. In fact, I'm asking you not to have children with her, at least in this particular point in time. I will make Abiji Uruka the new main branch. Please do not try to overthrow the authority and social hierarchy of my family. It is not your place, and it never will be. Happy Chinese New Bear. Thank you. It's not Chinese New Year yet, but thank you. Awoo! Pant, pant, pant. You are a tiger, are you not? Why are you awooing? That is what wolves do. Are you daft? Are you stupid? Thank you, Auntie. We shall take your words to heart. Basically, you're aggressively telling folk to elope with Abiji Uruka. No. Have you been standing here with the words going in one ear and coming out the other? Do I need to shove my words up your ass? Why are you not understanding? What are you not understanding? You might actually be stupid. You might actually be a lost cause. Here I thought I could reason with you. Unfortunately, I'm starting to find that maybe I can't. And maybe I do actually need to cut you out of Abiji Uruka's life. because you're clearly not going to be a good influence at any point in time. Clearly.
Uruka.
Message received loud and clear. With enough power, we can refire a dying star. Who are you calling a dying star? No stars are dying. No stars are dead. Who are you calling a dying star? Auntie, do you also go "ya stupid" just like Uruka? No, I speak with eloquence only. Otherwise, it would undermine my power as a member of the most powerful member of the sign branch. I can be the father that steps up, Auntie. She does not need a father that steps up, she has me. I am perfectly capable of parenting her, even though she is an adult. I am perfectly capable. Are we losing heart points? Do we need to reload the save? Unfortunately, you cannot reload the save. Yes, you are losing heart points, but it's not like you were here to gain heart points anyways. Uruka is so unrefined, so true, Auntie. Well, you know, she has the leeway to be. She has the leeway to be because she does not quite represent the Fujikura family anymore. If she was speaking that way in Faye's world in the Blue Bear clan, yes, she would be corrected. However, she has found herself a new life on Earth, and there's nothing that we can or even really need to do about that until she comes back. We're about to get the soup ending, aren't we? Bold of you to assume there was any ending that did not involve the soup. The tsundere auntie archetype. The hearts are full. You got this, bro. Shoot your shot. Did I ever say that? Did I ever say that? Since when am I a tsundere? I am very firm in my position, and that is Auntie Uruka will go to medical school with her A+ on her report card, and with no one to distract her. Leeway doesn't mean disrespecting the Fujikura name. On Earth, the Fujikura name does not have much weight. So, it's not like much needs to be done. She seems to be doing well for herself. Only until she comes back to Faye's world will there need to be corrections in her way of speech. Which is a little too casual as a member of the main branch. What if we get into the same medical school, ma'am? Will that earn your respect? Yes, it will, actually. However, as it currently stands, you have a -% chance of getting in. So, think about that, maybe. Think about that long and hard. Auntie, I thought you were taking me out for dinner. Instead, we've been standing outside while you trauma dump on me for an hour. I never said I was taking you out for dinner. Why would I take you out for dinner? We are not eating out. I am not eating with you. Why would I share a meal with you? I'm just worried that Auntie Uruka doesn't have the capability. The capability to what exactly? If you mean the capability to get into med school, then whose fault do you think that is? She's a very bright young bear. I believe in her ability to get into med school. Unless she's getting distracted by the likes of you. I'm going out to eat with your daughter. No, you're not. No, you're not. It is almost 9 p.m. You are not going anywhere with her. That is her curfew. You are not going anywhere with her. Your daughter helps me study to get into the same medical school with her. And why would she do that? Why now would she spend her precious time helping you get into med school? I think it would be a crime against society to get you into med school. She's a grown bear. I understand she's a grown bear. But as her mother and as my only child, I cannot help but try to guide her in the path that she should be on. Maybe if you spend more time with me, you'd see what she sees. After spending about an hour with you, I cannot ever imagine seeing anything that she sees. Quite frankly, I do not even know how she did not just run away when she first saw you. Quite frankly. You ask her, ma'am. I merely accept out of courtesy and appreciation. I don't think that's how it goes. I think you and I both know that's not how it goes. Would hit on Auntie. Like I said, I am not available to anyone right now. I am not making myself available. I do not have the time. I do not have the will. Especially not for you. If you think you can convince me, you are dead wrong. You think you can convince me to want you? You are dead wrong. Joke's on you, Auntie. She did run away when she first saw us too. Well, that's my daughter, all right. Ibiji Uruka's waiting. Is there anything else you need, Auntie? Ibiji Uruka is not waiting. You are not going to go to her room. You are not going to show up at her place. I can see that she is currently in her apartment. You are not going there. It is almost 9 p.m. You are not going there. You are not allowed anywhere near there until it is at least 9 in the morning. And even then, you can only speak, no touching, no anything.
Uruka.
Just speaking. I'ma do it. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's why we are here, Auntie. It is 9 p.m. You've been here since before 9 p.m. though. And that is because I called you out to have a talk. No, it is not because I want to be with you. That is weird, and that is creepy, and that is freaky. Do you have cameras in her apartment? I don't have cameras in her apartment. What kind of weirdo would do that? I have a camera outside her apartment, so I can see who goes in and out. Yes, and now it's past 9 p.m. Exactly. And she is exactly where she should be. In her apartment. Like a good bear. Unlike you. But I am the one who asked you out here today, so I cannot blame you for being outside still. Auntie, can we play Mario Party Dibs on Yoshi? If you would like to play Mario Party with my daughter, Abiji Uruka, you may do so as long as you are at least 5 feet apart from each other. I will not play Mario Party with you. You asked us out. I asked you to come out here. I did not ask you out. Only 5 feet? No social distancing? Well, the couch is only so large. We have to be reasonable in our expectations. Time to play Smash Bros. You can play whatever video games you want with her. As long as you are not touching, you are not engaging in anything suspicious, you are allowed to do so. This is not a date. This is not a date. We are not on a date. If the couch sinks in the middle, don't blame me. If the couch sinks in the middle, that means you need to lose some weight. If it's permanently sunken in the middle, that means you need to lose some weight. Not only does your grades need to go up, but you need to have healthy life habits as well. Thanks, Auntie. Can we get pizza and a soda too? I am not here to support your unhealthy life habits. If you want a pizza and a soda, do so at your own discretion. You're only gonna get fatter. Auntie Uruka, you looking quite lovely under moonlight. Thanks, that's not moonlight. Those are fireworks. And lamps. Thanks. Again, no compliment will sway me anyway because I know that I am desirable and beautiful and youthful. I already know these things. You cannot flatter me to a point of changing my mind. Now that we have had this talk, I think you understand the severity of your actions, and I believe it is time for me to leave. Otherwise, there may be some misunderstandings. We are not here to get any dinner. We are not here to have any recreational activities. We are not here to do anything of the sort. I just needed to make sure that you understood what is expected of you if you choose to associate and continue to associate with my daughter, Fujikura Uruka. We can't fumble the auntie gang. There's nothing to fumble if she's not available in the first place. You can't fumble someone who doesn't make themselves available. Won't you at least let me treat you to a meal? No. Can you even afford to do that? I'm not sure if you could, and it wouldn't be wise to spend your money on me. I don't want the daughter. Stop trying to flirt with me. It's not gonna work. There are plenty of people who want me. And when I say plenty, I mean plenty. You wanna know why I say no to all of them? 'Cause I don't want them. I don't want them. So what makes you think I'm gonna want you? I'm sorry, Auntie, I wasn't listening. I got distracted. How long were you not listening for? I'm not gonna repeat myself. If you make a mistake because you didn't listen, that's not on me, that's on you. I'm still giving you a chance, but you should know that I warned you. Can't let the mother of my girl come all the way out here and go home hungry. Don't worry about me, I'm not gonna go home hungry. I have plenty of food at home. I have plenty of stuff at home to do. What would work though? Like I would tell you that. Like I would tell you that. Wait, we were talking? We were talking this entire time, were we not? We weren't planning on flirting today, but you're making it very difficult. Have you flirted today? Because if you did, it was an epic fail. I don't really receive compliments as flirting. I don't really consider compliments as flirts. Those are just statements of facts. So, I am going to leave you. The only food you are getting is food for thought. You may choose if you would like to associate with her, and if you do, you must follow the rules. And if you decide that the rules are too much, then kindly remove yourself from her life. Thank you very much. Knowledge is power. Exactly. Knowledge is power. Especially in the Blue Bear clan. I got distracted the moment I saw you. That is also considered a compliment of my appearance. I appreciate it. Doesn't work on me. I'm a loose cannon though. A bad boy. If you claim to be a bad boy, then I guess I gotta turn you into a good boy. Either that or just throw you out completely. I have something important to tell you. See, Auntie Uruka and I have been going out for a while. And, well, congratulations, you're going to be a grandma. I would hope not, considering you can't even spell congratulations. Please educate yourself before you impregnate my daughter. Thank you. Uruka, Uruka, Uruka. I want the brother, not her. There is no brother. She is my only child. I do not have a son. Mommy, Auntie Uruka, listen. I'm listening. I'm listening. What am I listening for? I don't hear anything. What am I listening for? Are you making me out to be a fool? I am listening, and yet you are not speaking. Is this what they call a troll?
Uruka.
Auntie Uruka, don't we need to do weekly check-ins over coffee from now on? You can check in with me over text or email, even better. I do not need to meet face to face with you unless it is an important discussion. Bobi Bobo, thank you very much for the rose. Thank you, thank you. So Brother Bear is adopted? Brother Bear is my nephew. Do you think I am the mother of Fujikura Uruka? Fujikura Uruka did not come out of my body. I only have one daughter, and it is Auntie Uruka. Don't mix up our family branches. Don't do that. Not a good look. Especially if you're from Faye's World. We got Auntie's number, we're sewing. No, I decided to change it to email. You can have my email. Only my spam email. Well, you see, since I haven't seen you for a while, you see, and you got me tongue-tied. Okay. Okay. See, you're speaking a whole lot of words and not a whole lot of meaning. I still don't know what I'm supposed to listen for. What do you mean you haven't seen me for a while? You've never seen me ever. Can we send you fax? No. I do not want you to be wasting my fax sheets. Send me email. You are not worth using my fax. Now that we have that settled, it is time for me to leave. Before any misunderstandings occur, it is time for me to leave. What about a telegram? I don't even know what a telegram is. I don't even know what that is. But is this what to expect if I pursue a relationship with your daughter? Yes, exactly. I'm glad you understand. If you decide to pursue my daughter, even though you have proclaimed yourself to be gay, I will be watching you at your every move. I will be checking in with you for your every step. I will be making sure not a single hair falls out of line. That is what you're signing up for. Every move, yes. Every move. Every single one. She's such a tsundere that was basically a confession. No, it was not. Again, I think you're a fool. I think you're a fool. But unfortunately, not gonna stop my daughter from wanting to be with you, so I just have to make sure that you're not a fool anymore. Wait, don't go, Auntie Uruka. Please don't go. I haven't expressed my feeling toward you. Well, spit it out then. Spit it out then. I don't have all day. I have to be going 10 minutes ago. I don't have all day. Spit it out. What exactly is it that you want to tell me? I get an amazing wife and a mother-in-law who makes sure I'm an amazing husband. What a deal. I just want to make sure you know what you're signing up for. I will make sure that you are good to my daughter, which means that I will not hesitate to take out the belt sometimes. Just for light warnings, obviously. I will not hesitate to make sure you are in line. For the rest of your life. Because I will outlive you. Yes, mommy, I mean auntie. We are already to a very bad start. We are already to a very bad start. I don't like that. But I will put in the effort because I care about my daughter. And I can tell that she cares about you. For whatever damn reason, she cares about you. Good morning, ma'am. I know Fujikura Uruka is free on the 14th, But are you free to meet for dim sum on the 14th? No, I am not. I have business to take care of. Auntie Uruka is not free on the 14th. But yes, my niece Fujikura Uruka is free on the 14th. Obviously. Clears throat. I blushes. I think I am enchanted by your presence and I wish to spend more time with you. Well, I am flattered. However, I do not have much time to spare. I am very much flattered, but I do not have time to spare. I appreciate the sentiment, though. I appreciate the sentiment, and thank you for telling me how you feel. But you have so much time? No, I do not. I have plenty of business matters to take care of. I also have plenty of matters of my daughters to take care of, such as stalking her and make sure she's going to the right places on time. And make sure she's with the right people. I have family matters. There are many matters that I must take care of. As a non-estranged member of the Fujikura family. Therefore, I must go. I've already spent too much of my precious time trying to convince a fool like you to become a better person for my daughter. But that is only because I care for her. Whatever it is she likes about you. So, I must take my leave. I know you're called Auntie, but can I call you Mommy instead? I am not your mother. Maybe, perhaps, somehow there is some foreseeable future that I may become your mother-in-law. In which case you are still not allowed to call me Mommy. Because that is very strange. Permission to take out your daughter for Korean food on the 14th? Only if you're the one paying. Only if you are the one paying. And the money comes from clean sources. Now, I'm glad we got to have this talk, but I have much business to tend to. So, I will be leaving you with someone else, as I know it is late at night. And it is rather far from where you live. I will be leaving you with someone else who can take care of you because I know you're a little baby man. How about I call you Master? It is time for me to leave. The more time I spend with you, the more of a fool I think you are. I think it's safer for my mental to just leave. Okay. I will leave you with this dog named BB. She will take good care of you. Thank you very much for coming out here and agreeing to have a talk with me. Even if you assumed it was for different reasons, which are a little nefarious and diabolical. But I just have my daughter's best interests in mind. So please, do not take it to heart. I will leave now. I hope I never have to speak to you in this way ever again. But being the fool that you are, I believe it will happen very soon again. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry her anyway. No you're not. Not until you meet all of our expectations. You are not marrying her. Alright? I will leave you to it. Goodbye, and you better not disappoint me even more than you already have. I will take my leave now and spend time with more intellectual people to gain the brain cells that I lost speaking to you. Goodbye.